When it comes to branding, yeah, definitely the look and feel of, especially like your thumbnails. If we're just talking about YouTube here, like your cover, your banner image, and your thumbnail should look really cohesive. You don't want one that's super edgy and then another one that's like really soft and laid back and very like aesthetic and vibey. You know, it doesn't make much sense. You want someone to see one of your thumbnails and recognize it, knowing that it's you and your brand, and they're more likely to click on it. I mean, familiarity is such a good thing.
You got to just press record.
I'm also curious about branding. How important do you think finding a visual style for thumbnails, having a color, knowing at least your color directions, and branding? I've heard it defined. It's what people think about when they think about you. So it's kind of like your whole brand is sort of a collection. It's not just a logo. It's not just a website, but it's a lot of those different things. What do you wish you knew about branding, or what have been some of your approaches from the beginning that maybe if you launch a new project now, you would approach it differently when coming up with like a brand identity and a brand image?
For me, I think I did branding pretty well from the beginning. Like I picked out my brand colors, my fonts, just like general vibe and aesthetic. And honestly, I've stuck with it to this day. It's the exact same. The only thing that's changed is obviously my logo and my brand name. When I was first getting started, I designed my own logo. And then last year I decided to hire someone to actually design something that looks a bit more professional, and I love it. But when it comes to branding, yeah, definitely the look and feel of, especially like your thumbnails. If we're just talking about YouTube here, like your cover, your banner image, and your thumbnail should look really cohesive. You don't want one that's super edgy and then another one that's like really soft and laid back and very like aesthetic and vibey. You know, it doesn't make much sense. You want someone to see one of your thumbnails and recognize it, knowing that it's you and your brand, and they're more likely to click on it. I mean, familiarity is such a good thing, but the same thing with like your brand name. If you want to change it in the future, change it in the future. What did I just say there? I don't recommend doing like a harsh cut of being like, oh, we were really bold and crazy and now we're like totally muted. I would kind of like wean it out over time. And that's something that I do with my thumbnails. Like when I'm changing into a new font, I kind of slowly go that direction, or even style with like where I'm placed in my thumbnails, the way it's edited. I slowly make the transition so that my audience isn't totally shocked and then they don't recognize my thumbnails and they're less likely to click on it.
I'm curious, do you have a mission statement for your channel or for your company or anything like that?
I do not. I just have like my brand message, create a life you love, doing what you love. That's it.
So that's a tagline. Would you call it a tagline?
Yeah.
So how'd you come up with that? Did you know that from the beginning, or have you, because, I think there's mission statements, there's vision statements, there's values, there's like all these different things you could get into, but definitely on YouTube, there's this idea of coming up with a phrase. So you have your phrase. We say on Think Media, our, kind of main, where we talk about cameras the most, the best tips and tools for helping you build your influence with online video. It's that elevator statement. It's that tagline.
Mm-hmm.
Have you always had yours, or how'd you come up with that?
Yeah, I think so. I think it might have taken me a couple of months to come up with it, but otherwise it was pretty simple and easy for me to come up with. I don't know why. It just like stuck out to me. And I was like, I love that. I want everything that I do to embody that and to empower other people to just create the best life for themselves.
You think that's important? Would you encourage people that are starting YouTube channels to try to think of a tagline or something like that, that's sort of a direction their channel is taking people?
Yeah, I think for me, I always say it's like your purpose. Like if you're just creating videos for fun, I mean, that's great. But if you actually know the purpose and the meaning behind your videos, it helps to give you more of that direction. So if you're ever curious, like, oh, should I change my niche or something? Well, does it fall back on the purpose that you established for your business? And for me, yeah, I'm talking about YouTube. I'm trying to help people to grow on YouTube. And to me, that's helping creators create a life they love. Like that's the goal here. But there's so many other things that go along with that. And that's why I'm trying to branch out of the box a little bit so I can stick to my main messaging, my tagline there. But yeah,
strong.
Yeah.
Staying purpose driven. And because that helps you prioritize, because maybe you shouldn't talk about everything or do this or that if it's not in alignment with that direction of your channel.
Are you ready to start or grow your YouTube channel? Do you feel stuck and need help connecting the dots? Join this free web class where you'll learn the step-by-step playbook for YouTube success. We've helped thousands of purpose-driven entrepreneurs just like you grow their influence with video. Register today for this exclusive training at thinkmasterclass.com.